Hello everyone, hope you're doing good. Welcome back to my channel. So today is Sunday, and today we had a Geeks for Geeks weekly coding contest, and yeah, this is one of the question in that particular contest. So this particular thing is about 25th Feb of 2024. This particular contest came, and this is one of the medium level question in that, and we'll try to discuss this particular question because I really found it very interesting. Okay, see, these kind of questions does not include as such any algorithmic knowledge. See, the idea is you do not require any algorithmic knowledge for solving these kind of questions. You just need a bit of uh, yeah, common sense. At the same time, you will have to figure it out what is happening, why your solution is not working. You have to figure it out. Okay, you need some trial and error situations. Okay, so yeah, we'll try to see that what happens in that. And I found this question very interesting. It definitely worth explaining, because you can definitely expect similar kind of questions in your coding interviews, either in the first or the second rounds. Okay, because this can be solved in within 15-25 minutes, in that range. So yeah, definitely try to practice this kind of questions. So coming to the question is not a palindromic string. So what I will just explain what it is, then we'll see the exact theory which they have mentioned. So n is given to you. Okay, what is n is the length of the basically string given to you. Okay, so the n is the length of s. Okay, what s is, because see, s is basically a palindromic string. So but s is already a palindromic string. Okay, what you have to do, you will have to change only one character here. Okay, you will have to change only one character such that the output is not a palindromic string. I hope you understand everything here. See, there are 3-4 points. Try to capture each of them. You have to change one character. This is the first point. Second point is that after changing that one character, the string should not be palindromic. This is the second point. What is the third point? You will have to change the character in such a way that the string becomes lexicographically smallest. Okay, you will have to ensure that the change will make the string lexicographically smallest. What is this big term means, I will explain to you, but just now try to leave it, just focus on the other conditions. Okay, that is the thing. This is the third important thing you have to note. And coming to the fourth point, if you are not able to see, even after replacing one character, if you feel that the string is still palindromic and you can't do much about it, in that case you'll have to return -1. Okay, I will also talk about this scenario where this particular scenario comes. It's very easy to find out, but still it's a scenario. Okay, you will have to consider this in your code as well. Okay, the string could only contain lowercase English characters. This is again important point, so that our the scope of the question reduces because of this. Okay, only lowercase English characters we have to consider. Okay, yeah, the operation could only be applied once. Okay, that is again I have already mentioned. So if you try to see the range of when, it is in the range of 1 to 10 power 5. Okay, yeah, that is as simple as that. Now when we will have to return -1, there are two cases for that. The first case is when the length is 1. Okay, whenever the length is 1, the string is already palindromic. Even if you change anything, let's say you change z to a, still it becomes a palindrome, because its length is 1. It will always remain palindromic irrespective of what is there in the string. Okay, so there is no way you can do anything about it, because see, try to understand this fact. After making a change, the string should be a non-palindromic string. Okay, before going to the example, let me just explain once again what the terms which they have used. Okay, so given a palindromic string s of size n, Geek has to replace a character in the string such that the resultant string is not a palindrome anymore. Okay, so this point is very important, which I felt is because, see, there will be a scenario in which even if you change something, it will still be a palindrome. So such cases cannot be considered. Okay, for example, here the resultant string should not be palindrome anymore after the change. Okay, return the lexicographically smallest such string. If no such string is possible, return -1. Okay, now come to the concept of what is lexicographically smallest. See, let us say you have two words. Okay, you have two words. Which one? Now try to arrange them in the order in which they will be present in the dictionary. Okay, for example, there are two words to you. You will have to arrange them in the order in which they will appear in a dictionary. So which among them will appear the first, that will be lexicographically smaller than the other. So what this term lexicographically means is that the order in which it will appear in a dictionary. Okay, as simple as that. So in terms of that, it should be the smallest. Okay, as simple as that. So idea is, whatever options you have, try to arrange them in the way they will appear in a dictionary. Okay, and then whichever comes first in that order, that is our answer. As simple as that. So for example, see the question here: CABBAC. Okay, it's a palindrome, which we already know. Now we'll have to change only one character here such that it becomes lexicographically smaller non-palindromic string. So very simple as that. We'll try to target the first character. If the first character is not a, then we'll try to make it a. Okay, simple as that. So as you can see, we just replace the first character C with a, and we get the answer. Now come to this case where the length is 1. This is again edge case. Okay, here we cannot see whatever we the change, it will still remain a palindrome. So we'll have written -1 is the answer. Okay, that is the another concept. So now coming to my code. So I already explained you this particular code. Okay, whenever the length is -1, we'll have to return minus. Whenever the length is 1, we'll have to return -1. Okay, as simple as that. There is one more funda here which you will again miss if I don't explain you. See, try to understand this fact here. Let us say the length of the string is odd. What it means? Odd means there will be element which will be in the middle always. Okay, the length will not be even. The length is odd. Let's say the length is 5. Then there will always be element which is there in the middle. Okay, so in this particular case, see what normally we'll do is, see, whenever what normally a person will do when they see this question is that they will try to go through the string given to us. Okay, okay, for example, CABBAC, starting from left to right, we'll try to pass the string. Whenever we see a alphabet which is not A, then we will try to replace it with the A and then return it. Okay, that is the answer. Definitely that works for most of the cases, but I am here to discuss the exceptions. Okay, so this is one of the exceptions. For example, the length is odd here. Okay, so even if I replace this B with the A, which is what I'm saying is, whichever is the character from left to right which is not A, will replace it with the A. So this is the solution actually. Okay, so but in that particular procedure, this case will not be treated as the right way. This will not be treated in the right way. What I'm trying to say is, see, if you replace this B with the A, still it will remain a palindrome only, right? By the way, if you replace this B with any number, okay, any number, any digit, anything, still it will remain a palindrome only. Okay, I hope you understand this why. Okay, so this becomes a edge case. We'll have to make a separate condition for it. So what I'm doing is, initially I'm making mid as the -1. Okay, then I'm checking if the length of the given string is odd. If the length is odd, then I'm trying to make mid as n divided by 2. Why I'm doing that is, try to understand this fact. Yeah, the length is 5, right? What is 5? Integer divided by 2. Integer, see, n divided by 5 divided by 2 is 2.5. What is the integer part of it? 2. Okay. What is 2? Basically, 2 is the index of B. If you consider the zero indexing, 2 is the index of B. So that's what I'm trying to do here. Okay. I for I in range n. Okay, if I is equal to 0 to mid, that is if I am talking about this middle character, then continue. That is, do not try to replace it. Okay, whatever it is, let it be like that only. Do not try to replace it, because replacing it will not make any sense, because still it will remain a palindrome only. So this is the case. So let us say if the length is not odd, then mid will remain -1 only. So -1 will never appear in this particular range. So I will never be -1. So this code will never be executed at all. Okay, so you can just ignore it then. Okay, so what is the other condition? This is the part which I've already explained, which most of you I think will be always able to relate what is happening. This is the most easiest part. So what I'm doing is, I'm starting from left to right. Okay, I will start from 1, that is 0 to n minus 1. So whichever s of I is not equal to A, okay, whichever s of I is not equal to A, simply replace that with A. Okay, as soon as that, what I'm doing till this particular, see, I'm at ith index, right? Everything which was before the ith index is this part. Okay, everything which will come after the ith index is this particular part, and I will replace the ith index with A. As simple as that. That I'm returning. Okay, this is my answer then. Okay, this I'm returning. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Okay, but only only if I equal to mid, in that case we should not do this particular thing. Right? We should not replace the character with A, even if it is not A. Okay, as simple as that. Why I've already explained that. Okay, this particular B I should not replace with A, because if I do that, even then it will remain a palindrome only. Okay, in that case, see, for this particular thing, the answer should be -1. Okay, I hope you understand that. Okay, that is the first case. Okay, this particular code will take everything, every possible case, but there's again an exception for it. What is the exception? If my string has only A's, that is, let's say it has all the A's only. Okay, either this or another cases. Yeah, just a second. This is one of the case, and the third other cases, let us say it has odd number of A's. Let's say this. Okay, 5 A's. Here it has 4 A's, and here it is 5 A's. Okay, what I will do now, see, it is again a palindrome only, right? But here I do not have, how can I replace A with A again, right? So what I have to do, the only other option that I will have in this particular case is that I will have to replace the, see, this is again edge case. Okay, you will have to worry about this. See, if this particular code returns something, then I'm least bothered about anything else. If this particular code will fail when everything is A. Okay, when all the characters in the string is A, only then it will fail. Okay, so in that case, what I have to do, so once I come out of this for loop, if I have not written anything in my answer, then I will check if the last character, that is s of n minus 1, is A. If the last character is A, that is if the last character is A, because see, if last character is not A, then I would not have written. I would have already written something, right? I would have already written something. If the last character is still A, what I will do? I will replace all the strings, all the characters before it, and I will add a B. That is, see, for this particular case, the answer will be this. Okay, the answer will be A, and the last character will be replaced with a B. Same for this. The answer will be 4A's and then a B. So this is the answer for them. Okay. If, if this is also not the case, then ultimately I have to return -1 because we cannot do anything here. Okay, as simple as that. In that case, we'll have to return -1. So I hope you understand what I am talking about. Okay. So yeah, see, -1 is first of all returned when, let us say, the length is 1. This is again one of the cases, and the other case in that scenario will be this. Okay. Now, if you talk about this particular example, now I hope you understand why it will make sense now. See, try to understand this fact. In this case, what we can do is, see, if we consider this part of the code now, the answer will not be -1. Answer can be here, okay? B, A, and again a B. So what I'm doing here, again, I'm replacing the last character with a B, okay? This will be done through this part of the code, okay? That is what I'm trying to explain. See, because see, in this case, if you see, everyone will say that, see, if you try to take the normal code, the answer will come as -1. But if you try to give this as the example, you will not get -1 as the answer. So this is the answer for that actually. So I hope you understand now. See, first I try to explain you this, and then I'm coming to this. Okay, then I'm coming to this. Okay, yeah. Then I'm coming to this because see, this B cannot be replaced. Okay, if this B cannot be replaced, the only other option that I have is, see, I have to follow the lexicographical order at the same time. Okay, I cannot replace. See, the lexicographical order, if you try to think, is just like following a number. Okay, let's say a number has 9 digits, so the number which is the leftmost, okay, the digit which is the leftmost has the highest power of 10. So replacing that will change the whole number in a very drastic way. So what you have to do is you have to change the one which is at the rightmost place, that is this particular A. Okay, I will have to replace this with a B. This will ensure that there is no more a palindrome. I hope you understand what I'm doing it here. And this was all the code about it. This question I felt was very, very good. See, here you do not require any other. See, here no algorithms are used as such. Okay, because see, if you have a question on trees or graphs or try data structure or dynamic programming or whatever it is, or binary search, whatever it is, still you will need to know what is the algorithm. Okay, without that you cannot do. But for this particular question, if you have that particular imagination, okay, if you have the if you can visualize all the cases which are possible, okay, what are the edge cases here, if you can visualize that, then you can do it. Okay, so this was the solution. I've already submitted the solution and it is getting accepted. Okay, so I felt that here there is something to learn. That's why I tried to bring the solution in front of you, though it is sometimes late now. Okay, the contest ended at 8:30, I guess, so I'm making this video at 10 o'clock. But I hope you will find this interesting and you will learn something from it. Okay, so yeah, friend, that was all for today. If you like my efforts, please do consider subscribing to my channel. This will help us to remain together so that you can get notifications of your videos. At the same time, I can get your comments on my videos at the same time, right? So yeah, friend, that was all for today. See you tomorrow. Thanks a lot.